Medley Media Podcast. It's your girl Country, and today we are sitting here with Lex Louie, all the way from Raleigh.
What's up? What's going on?
How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm blessed as always, man. I'm always blessed. I'm good today.
Thank you for taking that 90-minute drive to be here.
Of course. Do what you got to do.
You brought somebody with you?
Yeah, I brought my boy Velly. What up, boy?
What up, with you?
Like Machiavelli? Is that what it's short for?
Nah, it's Michael Velly.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't put Mac. I ain't Tupac.
Okay. I told him when I first met him, I said, I didn't want to be racist, but I told him because he was dark skinned with dreads, he should do reggae.
That's racist.
Let's see, you ain't said it a minute ago.
I didn't, but I get that a lot, you feel me? I get that a lot. Either that, I get all the black jokes.
All the African jokes.
Yes, the booyah Chicago.
So
tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so originally from Florida, Daytona Beach. I was born in Daytona Beach, Florida. My dad was in the military, so we moved down to North Carolina. He was stationed in Fort Bragg. So we was there. And pretty much I've been in Raleigh my whole life. Like, since I can remember, I've been in Raleigh my whole life. Blessed enough, both my parents still together. So, I have that. I grew up playing basketball. That was like my first love, basketball. That was like everything to me. Had scholarships for basketball and stuff like that. Sort of pursued it, not really. Had other things on the mind at the time, so I sort of went for that. But, basketball was my life growing up. And then, when I didn't have basketball no more, I sort of had to find something else to really go in for. And then it was like I took music more serious. I always been doing music, but I really took it more serious once I knew basketball was out the picture.
Why was basketball out the picture?
Well,
gain weight.
No, it won't gain any weight. I did gain weight, but it won't gain any weight. I was sort of following the female. You know what I'm saying?
Gosh.
Like, no disrespect. I got respect for her and her family and everything, but it just didn't work. So once it didn't work, I realized I didn't have basketball no more because I put my all in that. Mm-hmm. And then before I knew it, once I had just myself again, it was like, well, what am I gonna do? So, but at that time, it's like, yeah, I gained weight. So I could have got back in shape. I even tried.
Did your weight come from depression? That's different.
Nah, I just like food. I'll be real.
So you wasn't kind of upset when you lost it?
I mean, yeah. I was, but I fought. You know what I'm saying? I fought for that, but you can't make nobody, change. So.
It was going downhill anyway.
Yeah.
You're just so negative.
No,
on
he right though.
He really was. I ain't capping. It really was. I watched it go down.
Yeah.
Like literally right there.
Did you step in at any point like, bro, just go ahead and give it up?
I was saying that when
when you first met her?
I mean, it was out of respect, that he ain't really like come in like off the rip like, bro, no. I mean, she was just different. Like, she just wasn't really social, and I'm social. So it was like two opposites, but we made it work. We was together for like 6 years, but then it was just like.
Okay, wait, so I'm a Pisces and I'm just nosy.
Me too.
This is completely, and this has nothing to do with your interview, but why you say when you first saw her, what was it? They was together 6 years, so what was it that you saw?
It ain't what I saw. It was kind of like, you know how you watching your homeboy do something right and the girl ain't treating him right. So, but you ain't trying to really see that. So you don't really like condone it. Like, you wouldn't condone it from yourself. Why would you watch your homeboy
Okay,
do
so
it?
let me ask you this. If you saw him mistreating a female, would you say something to him then?
Yeah. I really would.
Okay.
No, I really would. I was like, come on, bro. Oh. What? Come on, bro. You did it dirty, bro. Why you gonna do that, bro? She letting us stay here, bro. She eating for us. She cooking for us, bro. What you doing? You remember that? I ain't gonna go into it, but you remember
Oh,
that,
he said, do you remember that? Okay.
I don't know what he talking about. I don't know. But
anyway.
Figures.
I don't know. I really don't know what he talking about. I don't remember.
It was way back.
There.
What, 2016?
I don't know, bro.
Maybe more than that. Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
I don't remember, bro.
So how did you get into music?
I got into music growing up in church. My mother, she's in the ministry. Later on, my father got into the ministry, and I played the keyboard, played the piano, whatever you want to call it. I played that for the longest. So that really got me loving music in general. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing that since I was young. So when they started their church or whatever, they didn't have no musicians or nothing like that. Like, it was me and my brother. And we didn't take lessons. We didn't do none of that. Like, we just got in there. We learned. But since then, like, after that, and then once I knew basketball was over, I started, like, I always loved music as far as music, but it's like, dang, I want to record. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how I sound on a song, on a track. So I remember the first song I recorded, I went to Underground Rich Studios, which is in Greensboro.
Shout out Jay White.
Yeah. So I went out there to Greensboro, did that, and a song called Keys. That song is...
You remember anything from it?
The song?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I remember the whole song. That's my.
Well, go ahead and do like one or two, what you call it, hooks or verses or lines. Do one or two lines.
I ain't really promoting that song right now.
Okay,
so,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, it was your first song. I just wanted to see if you remember anything from it.
I remember. It was just like, young nigga got the keys to the street.
Throwing bees up like I'm shooting threes.
Throwing bees
That's
up
what's
like
up.
I'm shooting threes.
Okay.
You think I miss you right now, bitch, please. Young nigga got the keys to the street. I was really just talking my shit on the song. I was really talking my shit. So, and it was a lot of stuff built in that one song, because it's like from people that didn't think I should do music, you know what I'm saying, to like haters, and then to like my past situation, she wasn't really supporting me with music. So it's like I was just letting it all out.
The 6-year girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was going all out. But I mean, yeah.
So how did your parents feel about you doing a different kind of music than
like gospel music or something? To be real, they support me. Like, they support me because they know it makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, she don't really care for it because she'd be like, I don't like all that cussing and all that. But she support me though. Like, she know that keeps me. She's happy I'm not out in the streets doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, my free time is in the studio. My free time is interviews, my free time, radio visits, stuff like that. Like, that's my free time. So she loves that. My dad, he be rocking with the music on the low. He don't really be telling my mama, but he be listening. Like, he'll text me like, I just heard your new song, boy, that jump fire. Don't tell your mama though. I say, yeah, appreciate it, but yeah, man, I love making music though.
So real. What were you doing that made you decide that you wanted to actually record?
I'm be real, it was him. We met in Greensboro, North Carolina, but we
went to Forest Trail, bro.
Yeah, we went to Forest Trail. We was playing basketball there.
You went to where?
It's a long story.
That's in Greensboro?
Not no more. But it was like a post. It was like
it was on some basketball type
academy type stuff, yeah. But either way though, I met him in Greensboro, and we started work. We met there. We left there, and we started working in Greensboro, at a Lorica call center.
Poor baby. Okay,
yeah,
go
I
ahead.
know. So, so we met there.
What, the girls?
Nah, man, what you talking about?
Lord Jesus. Okay, go ahead.
So we met there, and I was like, he told me about this dude named Major. Shout out Major. He was the first producer I ever dealt with. I can speak for myself. So he was like, bro, I got a producer, bro. He was working there too, and he does big music. He does this, that, boom, boom, boom. All right, I'm gonna go talk to him. So I went and spoke to him. We ended up linking up with him at his crib one day, and it was like from there, it was just like we heard a couple people's songs. Izzy, which was an artist he was dealing with. Also, King Casa. Shout out King Casa. He a part of the team I'm with right now, VP. I listened to him, and off the rip, I was like, I can work with him. King Casa, he tell you about real life. Like he was, I'm be real, he was the Rod Wave before Rod Wave. Like, it's crazy. But
He from Greensboro?
He originally from the 2-5, from like the Wilson area.
Nah,
wasn't he? Tallboro?
Yeah.
Okay, but he from Tallboro.
I'm from Rocky Mount. We probably related.
Oh, you from Rocky Mount?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? What you gonna say about it?
I'm from Wilson. What you talking about?
Oh, okay.
2-5.
But yeah, he from over there, and then he moved to Raleigh or whatever, and then he moved to Greensboro. So, but yeah, King Casa, we connected, and he was with that producer at the time. So it was just like, I gotta get in there. And me and him made a few songs together. Me and him made a few songs together too. But he more on like that trap music. I'm more on that like different kind of. I'm more on that different kind of flow, So me and King Casa did that, and we rocked out. But when I got on the track for the first time, I fell in love with it. Like, I fell in love with it. I even got my own stuff at the crib. Like, I don't just go to the studio. I got my own studio. So
At your crib?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's where you do all your music in there?
Mm-hmm.
What about your beats?
Beats, I usually get them from my producer. Right? Or if I see a beat that I gotta have that's like over there, I'll pay for the beat or whatever and get the beat. But yeah, I don't do
Who's your
beats, though.
producer again?
Major. His name is Major. 808 Giovanni is what he go by.
Okay.
808 Giovanni.
All right.
Yeah, that's my dog.
And have you say you've done showcases?
I've done a few showcases, but I stopped doing showcases
Why?
and this is just like artists one-on-one.
Why are you shaking your head over there?
I'm ready to hear the answer.
Oh, okay.
I stopped doing showcases because it got to the point where, you know, you pay this money for a showcase, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go, you don't know what slot you're gonna be in. You don't know if you're gonna be first, last, second, third. You don't know, where you're gonna be. So it just so happens every time I go, I'm last or close to last somehow. And that's just how it works out. I don't know. So
And how many people be there?
it'd be a lot. But by the way showcases work, once you do what you do, if there's no winning at the end or nothing like that, you leave. Like, you done what you was gonna do, you left. And so by the time it gets to me, I'm looking at him or whoever came with me or my girl, I'm looking at her and I still do my thing, but nobody's there. And I done paid all this money, to do this and that. So I don't do showcases no more. I just don't.
Have you done anything since you don't do showcases?
Yeah, so right now I'm working on an album. But before that, anything, I know we did a couple shows in Atlanta. We did, I think it was like 3 shows in Atlanta. We'll do a lot of shows out of town to like open up for different artists and stuff like that.
Who have you opened?
Yeah, we performed at strip clubs.
While they were stripping?
Mm-hmm.
While they were stripping.
In Raleigh?
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
safe?
shout out Club Dreams.
Was this before the coronavirus?
Oh, way before.
Definitely before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but shout out Club Dreams. Shout out Club Dreams. Trying to think of his name. I can't think of his name right now. Man, but Club Dreams, the owner of Club Dreams, he's so cool. He let us perform, and he real cool. Tim Boss was in the building.
Quando Rondo was in there.
Quando Rondo was in there, and he let us rock out that night, and it was crazy.
Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, we had fun.
You think you did your thing?
I did my thing.
Anybody say anything to you when you got off stage?
I shook hands with Quando.
What he say about your music?
He said, "Fuck with it."
For real?
Yeah,
What kind of music do you make? Like, for anybody that's never heard of your music.
So
And then after you talk, I'm going to let Rude Boy over here say something. Rude Boy. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my music is more like for people who's going through something, or been through something, like struggle, whether it's struggle, heartbreak, things like that. I like to talk about that because, I like trap music and stuff, but I feel like trap music hot for the moment type of thing. Like, that's what's popping or whatever, you know what I'm saying, for that moment, or that's the wave. You know what I mean? But, like, struggle music, something you've been through, you can listen to that down the road and you still gonna rock with it. You know what I mean? Like, damn, he was talking. I'm still, if you ain't struggling money no more, you might be struggling relationship wise. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't struggling that way, you might be struggling with just going to work. You know what I'm saying? You might be struggling with anything. And that's what I like to talk about. Like, the real. That's me. So that's my
Has anybody ever said, "Oh, you kind of sound like," or do you feel like you sound like somebody?
I hear people say who I sound like.
Which is?
I heard people all the way from like Tootsie Two Time. He's from Raleigh. He doing big things right now. Like a Derez sort of, like a Lucci sort of. Like, it's sort of that same vibe, that same energy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably.
So on your project that you have coming up, do you have any features?
Yeah, I got T-Rail right now. T-Rail's from Kansas. He a big time artist. He doing his thing. He's signed with Medley.
Okay.
Yeah, Dirty Entertainment is who he's with. So shout out.
And how
T-Rail.
did you get him as a feature?
Man, networking. I literally I don't get scared of how big an artist is. I just go to him. Like, look, this is what I'm trying to do. This
You
is how I feel.
inbox?
Yeah, I inboxed him. I hit him up. And he real. Like, he's a real dude. Like, he's real cool. I was like, yo, T, this is my budget. This is what I'm working with. And this is what I'm trying to do. and I'm trying to work something out. You know what I'm saying?
You went to him talking about money.
Yeah, I went to him about business. Like, this is a business, and the artist,
money talk.
Yeah, money talk, and that's his business. Like, he's a business, so you can't come to him half stepping. You can't go to nobody with a business half stepping. So it's like I come to him straight up. What's going on? I respect what you do, but long story short, I got this, I got that. Let's get to work. What we trying to do? And he respected that, the fact that
he came to the studio, or you sent it to him.
I sent it to him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's all the way in Kansas, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Thank God for internet. We just send that on over, send that on back.
Do you think if it wasn't for church, would you still be doing music?
I would still be doing music. Yeah, I'll still be doing music.
What were you doing before music? Like growing up, just because I know you wasn't. I know you're not a saint.
My whole life, my whole life was literally just hooping before music. I literally lived in the gym. Like, I was in the gym. I mean, other than that, like whoever I was dating or something, I hang out with them or go to dinner or something like that. But speaking of all these exes and mess, shout out my girl.
I know that's right.
Shout out my baby Keandra. You know what I'm saying?
I know she was like, he talking about
yeah.
bitches,
Shout out,
yeah.
Shout out
She
my girl. She
probably didn't text you.
Yeah, shout out my girl. I ain't even gonna do it like that. Shout out my girl, man, Keandra. I gotta say it, bro.
Belly, what you want to say over there? Because you've been doing a lot of and shaking your head.
I'm just chilling. I'm just
what
making my remarks.
What do you do? What's your title?
I'm an artiste. There you go. I'm an artiste. I'm not a music maker. I make art.
Okay.
Through music.
Okay. So you're like a definitely not saying that you look like him or anything, but you're like a Seal, because that's what he said he did.
Who's Seal?
You don't know who Seal is?
I don't know who he is, but I just know we probably got something in common.
You say he do?
No, you said he looked.
No, I said he do.
I'm about to say, oh no.
He don't.
Look him up.
But you know what? Now that you done said something, God. He ain't got the marks. He ain't got the marks, and Seal don't have. No, not really. He don't. He don't. But seriously, what do? You rap?
Yeah,
you
I rap.
Okay. You have any projects coming up?
I'm working on some, some individual stuff, I got a mixtape that's already out called Blood Money.
Okay.
And you can get that on Spinrilla, Audio Man. Y'all go ahead and download that, please.
Are you on any projects with him?
The
one he has coming up?
I don't know. That's up to him to put it on there. We got songs. It's just up to him to put it on
When
there.
is it dropping?
May 1st, excuse me.
Is it complete?
Not quite. It's almost done.
How many tracks?
Right now I got 5 on there because it's an EP, but I may do more. It just all depends. But more than likely, I'm probably gonna stick to 5 because quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Quality. I want people to run back them 5 songs. Like, I want them to want more, and that's what they're gonna get. They're gonna want more. I already know that, but I'm just excited for the tape because this tape is like this tape. You'll hear it. It's good tape. It's a good tape. I got some.
Is there any artist that you want to work with that's not going to be featured on this project?
Yes. So I definitely want to get. Well, for one, yeah, I definitely want to get Tusi on there, for sure. Shout out Tusi from Raleigh. He representing Raleigh real strong right now. So I want to get Tusi on there.
Is Tusi the one to be on Instagram with the Mr. Nice Guy, I think? The guy that always be telling people to smile?
No.
He got his producer name is Tootsie or something like that.
Oh, really?
Tootsie.
Nah. Tusi, he an artist from Raleigh. He been going for a minute. He been doing his thing for a minute, but he be on tour a lot. So, but I'm gonna try. I want to see if I can get him on there. Definitely gonna get King Casa on it. And if I can have one other artist, it'll probably have to be Rod Wave. If I could get Rod Wave on it.
You inbox him yet? Anything possible?
I didn't inbox him yet. I didn't inbox him, and it's really just I just haven't.
You know what? I'm going to tell you a secret. I do the same thing. Like when I try to get interviews for podcasts or anything, that's what I do. I just inbox them. Sometimes they do respond.
Yeah.
Or they might be like, email me. They respond better to him. Yeah, that's dope that you still try. Has anybody ever responded in a negative way to you?
That's a good question.
Yeah, so yeah, and that's sort of why my approach is different now. You know, you learn from each one. Before, when I first came in, I sort of, you don't got, just because they famous or just because they doing their thing right now don't mean necessarily you got to butt kiss them. You know what I mean? And I sort of tried that before, like, yo, I rock with you, bro. Boom, all this whole page full of mess, and then at the end, so I'm trying to do this and that. They don't want to hear that. Like, half the time they're not gonna read half of that if they even open it. So
They gonna skip
So it was
down
like
straight
a
to
whole
the part.
paragraph?
right, exactly. Like that's how I first came at them. Like, I really want to work. You know, I'll say like, yo, I done heard this song. You rock that out. You know, I've been watching you show the stuff since you started. Then at the end, I'll be like, so. I'm trying to, they don't read all that. So I get to the point, like, I respect them in the beginning, what's going on. I respect what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I'm trying to work with you. I got this, that. What can we do? And at that point, they're going to let you know off the rip, like, yeah, I got you, or no. Or they don't respond at all. That's your no right there.
Yeah.
So
You know they see it.
yeah, you know they see it. So, you know. But it got to one point I used to look at it like, do the famous people even see it? Like, do they see it? Because none of the...
You know they see it. It's just up. They probably got so many.
Yeah, because it's like, I used to be like, do they even see it? Because I used to hit so many people and no response until one day I got a response from somebody who was, you know, famous or whatever. And I was like, oh, they do see it.
But you know how Instagram got it now, though? They got it on, like, primary in general.
Yeah, so they can just throw you
stuff,
in.
Yeah, they can just throw your junk
general.
inside the throwaway like you a junk man.
That's crazy.
So within the next 5 years, do you see yourself still doing music?
Oh, yeah. I see myself. You see me in 5 years, I'm going to look the same, but my bank account going to be a whole lot different.
Are you still going to be in Raleigh?
Living here? Probably not. I'll probably be, nah. I'm going to be real with you. Raleigh, I'm from Raleigh, and I love Raleigh, but I feel like Boosie said it. I feel like Boosie said it best. Like, your own city don't rock with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, your own city is gonna be that one city that don't really.
They want to see you blow up, but you feel me? They don't rock with you like that.
Yeah,
They want to see you blow because you from there,
right?
and they can say they know you.
But
it.
But in the grind though, they're not here for you.
Like I told him before, it take somebody else somebody else to say that your song hot for them to say, oh yeah, that junk hot. Like, he can't be like if it was just two of me over here and he showed me a song, I could be thinking in my head, oh man, this song hard as hell, you know what I'm saying? And he can be like, nah, it ain't. And I'm gonna be like, nah, it ain't. That junk not even like that, bro. But in the whole time thinking that junk hard. But if he would have said, yeah, that junk hard, I would have said this junk hard too.
Yeah.
So I've heard people say that they don't get a lot of love from their hometown.
Yeah.
So what would be your rebuttal to someone that says, you know, well, I get a lot of love from my hometown? Because there are artists that feel like, you know,
we was just talking about that earlier today. He's crazy. We was just talking about that today. How artists be like, they get all they love from the hometown. We was just talking about that, but I mean, that's just how it fall. A lot of dudes that got their love from their hometown is probably because they was real popular in school, or you know what I'm saying, they was already cool before the music, and then once they did the music, everybody just riding them. You know what I mean? But me, like, I wasn't that cool guy in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get a lot of love in school. So once I was done, like, they knew me as that basketball dude. Like, he played basketball. So it's like, when I'm doing music, everybody who know me in Raleigh, like, oh, he play basketball. Like, what he trying to do music for? You know what I'm saying? Like, he a hooper. So it's like, and then besides that, I just didn't get I just never got no love. So I mean, if a dude came to me, he get love from his city, that's cool. I mean, you was probably cool before that. So, I mean, your music probably is not what made you what you are. It just helped you get along because people already rock with you. You know what I mean? So that's probably what's going on with that.
Okay. Have you had any major highlights in your music career so far?
Major highlights? Well, yeah, T-Rail is my first biggest feature. Like, he's like my first big feature. So that's big. You know, getting that first big feature you can always look back on.
You said you've opened for some people.
Yeah, I opened for some people, but that wasn't the way that works. You would think it was. I guess my vision of it was a little different. Like once you open, like that's it. Like you get off stage and you're back to being the regular little you that you are. Like you don't get to go meet, Rich Homie or whoever because you open for Rich Homie. Like you just open for him. You don't get to meet him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like, okay, I open. And then it's like when you open, especially when you coming up, like you opening while people are still walking in, because nobody's on time to nothing for some reason. So it's like they come in and you're still performing, and you got to keep performing while you're watching them talk, laugh, sitting down. You see some rocking with you, but then a lot of them, they still trying to get ready for who's supposed to be up there. They still trying to get money right or whatever they doing. So it's
But do you still feel like you picked up some followers?
Yeah, I mean, to be real with you, I did. Then my Instagram got messed up, so then I had to start all the way over. Yeah, and then it wouldn't let me. It was weird because it wouldn't let me pick the same name that I had before because it said it was still taken. So it was weird. So I had to start all the way over.
Poor thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna get right though. I ain't worried
Poor
about
thing.
it. I'm not worried about it.
Is there any advice that you would like to give any artist that's coming out?
Don't be scared to take risks. Like, don't be scared to hit up that person you always wanted to work with. Don't be scared, and don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Like, if you got to take that drive to do what you got to do that. You never know who you're going to meet. You don't know what's going to come out of it. You don't know who's going to be there. Don't be scared and don't be lazy.
Would you suggest any showcases?
Nah, I don't do no showcases.
No, never. If you're an artist, I never do a showcase.
Don't do no
Ever.
showcases.
I never do that showcase, bro.
You don't feel like it's something that they have to go through?
No.
Or that they should go through?
No. You don't got to. You feel like that,
I'm gonna
but
tell
you
this.
don't have to.
I'm gonna tell you this: showcases for artists and people who do showcases, that's for. I believe that's cap season. They just want the flyer. Oh, I'm performing. I got shows. When you just paid this man $40, $50 to get up there and lose for a dude with a corny song. We got 50 niggas with him jumping around on stage. Oh, now it just look like it's so hype. Now you don't pay $40, $50. You got the best song inside the club.
Now,
you feel me?
Let me tell you what really
and not win.
Let me tell you.
Do
what,
you feel like showcases are rigged?
I was about to
it's
say.
rigged.
Let me
Off
tell you.
the
Let me
rip.
tell you what happened. This is why I really stopped. Like for real stopped. We went to a showcase. I had a showcase. I went.
With who?
I
You
don't
wanna
want to
say
do that.
name?
I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that.
You scared?
Nah, I ain't.
talking
Gonna,
about-
I thought you was from the 252.
Oh, no,
he from
no,
255.
don't ever say he from the 2-5.
I'm from Raleigh.
okay.
I'm from 919.
Oh, okay.
So I ain't, but I ain't
So?
gonna, I ain't gonna do them like that. I don't do them
Okay.
like that. But I went to the showcase for this, situation, and it sort of made me mad because this showcase was to win something. This showcase was to win what $500? I think it was $500 something.
I'm trying to figure out which one you talking about. The one with the DJ Kane. Oh Lord.
So we went, and now
I hope you tell it right.
everybody was performing. Everybody's doing their thing. Now with me, when we was doing when I was doing showcases, he'll come with me and he'll tell me like, bro, he was weak, bro. You got this, bro. You good, Or he'd be like, that performance was sort of good. You have to come hard if you're gonna beat
That's
that.
what you need, though.
Right, exactly. He real with me. That's why I bring him with me. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I get up there. It's my turn. I get up there. I'm like, hey, I need everybody to turn their lights on. I'm trying to get the vibe of the crowd.
Did they do it?
They did it.
Okay.
They was doing it. I got on top of a speaker. I almost fell, but.
Oh, you talking about that one?
Yeah. Got on top of a speaker, just going, just doing my thing. We done now, and this other person comes. Now, this guy, he's not a celebrity, and he's not famous, but he's that city
He
guy.
local. He local famous.
Local famous.
This was in Raleigh. Okay.
He's local famous. So he goes up there. He does a great job. He does his thing. It wasn't nothing special.
Pause him real quick.
What?
Because when he came in,
He said,
did you not treat him like he was a local celebrity?
I did, yeah, because I was like, I said, that's that person. I was like, snap. I ain't never seen him in person.
What I say?
I don't remember what you said.
I said, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah,
You about to go up there,
but
bro.
when you see somebody that you always been watching, whether they're like popping or they just coming up, it's still like I've never seen them in person. So when I looked, I said, that's.
He tried to make it like you was sweating him or something.
No, I won't sweat him. I was just shocked to see him.
Oh, he was.
I was shocked. Anyways, so he went up there, did his thing. When he was done, he came down. Next thing I know, it's time to pick the winner. Now, this particular DJ is going to be like, I love the way this artist in particular demanded the crowd and, you know, all this. Now, I'm thinking to myself, I told him to turn their lights on. I was on top of this. I'm like, well, I got this. So he was like, yeah, so my winner is. Now, I felt like a movie because I was ready to go up there. And then it was like, blank, blank, blank. Wow, that was rigged because that dude.
For one, I knew
he paid him to come
I
out
knew
there.
it was rigged anyway. For one, he was hyping him up before he. For one,
Yeah.
he already kind of sort of got like a little thing going on, which he don't even need this showcase for real.
Yeah.
And
He didn't need it.
And when he came up, he boosted it up like, oh yeah, y'all better get ready. My boy over here about to come rock the stage. He go out there, start singing.
Now, we thought he was just a special guest.
Yeah.
Because of how he hyped him. We didn't think he was a part of the actual.
It was $1,000 too.
Yeah, it was
$1,000. He came up, started singing, and not even the fact that he started singing, he did a whole nother. The fact that he did a whole nother performance with somebody else. Like, I guess, do you remember that girl?
He was a feature on somebody else's
Yeah,
song.
and he came
Oh,
out there,
wow.
killed her Joan, and then after the jump was all over, he like, yeah, this person right here is game changer.
Now, it's no disrespect to the artist, but you know, like when I'm thinking about the person who threw it, it's like, okay,
He played his junk.
You did
he played
that
his
to
junk
get-
on the radio anyway.
yeah, his junk's on the radio
Yeah.
anyway, and then you turn around, charge us artists just so maybe you can make that money to pay him, so you can break even, or you're making your money back from what you already knew you was gonna pay him, or you just making money, period. But it's just like I ain't like that. So it's like no more showcases. I ain't doing no more
It's
showcases.
rigged, bro.
And then when we did the other one, and
That was the worst.
yeah. So I was like, I'm done. And it's not me. It's like nobody was in there. It was just me and my boys. Everybody
And the
left,
janitors
Oh,
cleaning up.
and everybody
I said,
left.
yo, if you ain't got a story right now. I'm talking about this dude going crazy in front of me and my homeboy.
But that's
in
how
the-
you
in the
supposed
DJ.
to do.
I
Perform
know,
on one like
but,
it's a million.
but we watched this junk go from
100
jam
people, like a lot of people in a little space to nothing.
to nothing.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I look at that as a.
And then they kept talking about they gonna hit you up.
But I look at it as a situation to look back on. You know what I'm saying? And I look at for artists that one day when I'm up here, they can look at this interview and they can be like, well, look, listen what he's saying, bro. You was just at that showcase and nobody was there, but don't let that hold you down. Look, you just got to keep going. He been there. I hate when artists that make it, their advice is just keep grinding. Just keep on going. Bro, that's not.
That's what's wrong with. They don't really want to give you the formula for real.
Yeah.
So they scared, like they see you as a competition.
Like,
If I had to say something like to somebody for like advice, I'd be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Just study the game, cause it's not really a game for real. You got to sit back and study more than you record. Cause I see people, you know what I'm saying? Like even me and Lou be, most of our conversations don't even be on no music, on no music stuff. It be on like, you know what I'm saying? How can we do this to get this? You know what I'm saying? To get here. Or we'll look at somebody else stuff. We don't look at stuff for like what it is. Because people going to show you what they want to see. We want to see what's really what it is. Like when we know you ain't popping like the way you say you is. So don't do that.
People be buying followers and
All
all that.
that.
You
We
got
I
know.
believe you.
We know.
You
Like,
see
that's the thing.
37K and you click on that 37K, half of them Indians. something ain't right.
Or duck company.
Or yeah, some type of stupid
You
company. Yeah.
you wanna drop your handles? Ain't that what y'all call them?
What you mean? Like what? All my social medias and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't they call them handles? Did I say the wrong thing? Is that
have
not the
no-
word?
Look.
I thought that was the word.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. On Instagram, I got Instagram. That's mainly where you can find me at Lax Louie. That's LAXLOUIIE, 2 I's. So yeah, that's really where you can find me at.
No Facebook or Twitter.
Nah. To be honest with you, I don't do Facebook like that.
So if anybody wants to work with you, that's how they're gonna get to you on Instagram.
Instagram, or and on my Instagram, it got my booking numbers and stuff like that. So
Okay.
you see that on there, you'll see me. That's where I'm at. I keep it simple, one place. My music is all over. I have it on all platforms. Apple
And your
Music.
EP, what's the title of it? May 1st?
Broken on May 1st. Broken.
Okay.
That's what's coming out May 1st. And it's got some features. T-Rail's not going to be the only feature. I just don't want to say the other ones because we ain't fully locked in yet. You know, but once that's fully locked in, I like stuff to be precise. I don't want to tell you this going to be here and he ain't on it. But T-Rail's definitely one on. Y'all can look him up. T-Rail. Definitely going to have King Casa on it. Might have Velly on it. Depends on how he acting.
25.
But you know, we'll see what's going on.
Valley, you want to drop your?
Oh yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram. You know, Michael Velli, MIKALVELI.
Just Instagram.
Yeah, you don't need y'all in my personal Facebook.
Okay, I'm sorry. So sorry. Sorry.
That's for
Well,
the fam
I thank
right
y'all for coming out.
I
When your
appreciate
EP
y'all.
come out, hopefully you could come back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
For sure.
Valley, when we go off, I need to get your real name because we might be related since you from 252.
Probably so.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy.
Yep,
2-5 so small.
it is.
Yeah, it's big.
It's big, but it's small.
Medley Media, we out.